Podolski and Ozil, but it's a Spaniard who will stride forward towards the Community Shield today. Arsenal 3-0 winners here at Wembley. Cazorla, Ramsey, and the man of the match, Giroud. It's the first medal in English football for Alexis Sanchez. It's the first piece of silverware as well for Callum Chambers and Mattia Debuchy as well in an Arsenal shirt. Damien Martinez, the goalkeeper, the only player who didn't feature among those selected by Arsene Wenger today. Pat Rice, his former assistant, handing out the medals. He's the Arsenal ambassador here today, alongside the FA chairman Greg Dyke. Big smiles, of course, on the face of the Arsenal players. They will start in the Premier League next Saturday, a home game, a London derby against Tony Pulis and Crystal Palace, before games against Everton, Besiktas, Leicester and Manchester City. But they've got their hands on the silverware. The first trophy of the new season belongs to Mikel Arteta and Arsenal, winners of the Community Shield here at Wembley.
3,283 days without a trophy, and suddenly Arsenal lift two in just 85 days. And Steve McManaman, if that was just the warm-up, in 5 weeks' time, live on BT Sport, they face off in the league.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, it is, as we said before the game, Jay, it's going to have no bearing on the Premier League, but while you're here, if you look around, see what it means to the Arsenal fans, see what it means to the Arsenal players, you might as well be here, play well, get a load of confidence going into the Barclays Premier League, because the pressure does start next week. And if anything happens to Manchester City next week, the pressure will firmly be on them. They're on the champions, they've been rolled over today. We know they've only got half a team out, but still, the pressure will be on them next week to start the league well.
And people will point to the fact it's a friendly, point to the fact that both sides have big players out, but for Arsenal, this maintains the momentum, and that's what's vital.
Well, it does, and when you look at City, and you know there's a lot more to come from City, Jake, but like I was saying to Macca, you can't just turn it on and off, and I feel that they've got to start next week, and City being the champions, I still think that they're going to be the team to beat, but you can't just switch it on and off, and they've got to get going. I didn't see anything in their team with any zip or anything that let me see that they're going to just all of a sudden be able to turn it on. If they don't, they're going to be under pressure.
You wonder whether they're going to be ready for next week, right, don't you? You wonder whether, because of the World Cup, and it has a different effect on different players, depending how far they went in the competition, you wonder whether some players are not going to be ready till September, till the middle of September, getting to full fitness, because they did look lethargic today, some of the Manchester City players, and because the manager's been introducing them quietly back into the team. We know Arsenal are not going to be full strength until the middle of September, because the Germans are not back until tomorrow, so they're not going to be at full strength. It certainly looked like Manchester City are just a couple of weeks behind Arsenal at the minute.
OK, we'll carry on the conversation as Arsenal make their way down the steps with their trophies in their hands. Right, next weekend, make sure that you stick with us, because our brand new Matchday Live will be here on BT Sports. We'll bring you our show from 10 o'clock in the morning. Fletch and Sav are going to be chatting all things football, and after that we will be live at Old Trafford as Louis van Gaal makes his debut in the Barclays Premier League. That's to come in a week's time, but for now, stay where you are. We'll talk about Arsene Wenger, his decisions, his team, the result, and where this leaves both sides as they look ahead to the vital business of the Premier League. But for now, Jack Wilshere and the team, they get their hands on another trophy. You know what? I think they should enjoy this. See you very shortly.
I'm a big fan for the player that he is. I don't know what a lot of Arsenal fans expect from him. He had a little quiet spell last
because they think he's here to take his job.
Well, I don't think he is there to take his job, because they're two different players. Alexis is coming in, he's going to do a different job. Hopefully he's going to be someone who's going to be looking to get on the shoulder of defenders more. Olivier Giroud holds the ball up, and for the goals he's scored, the return we've got from Olivier Giroud, I think he's done fantastically, and I think with Alexis, it will only help him. But that's great. It's great to see him score his goal today. Took the opportunity to shoot, but I do believe, being critical, I don't think the goalkeeper's position looks very good. He's one of these sweeper keepers like Michael was mentioning, and I just feel like a lot of them are a long way off the line at the moment. And that goal for me looked like when in the middle of the goal, it wasn't it wasn't like good goalkeeping for me personally. It might be me being a bit critical, but I believe it wasn't a good goalkeeping.
Well, let's have a look at it. We think that perhaps Jeff Hurst picked the winner. He obviously likes a decent goal, Jeff.